Hello and welcome to the ballpark at Omaha. Here's the center fielder. He looks to be one of the top prospects of the upcoming MLB draft. Some scouts feel that he could be selected early in the first round, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, I think he's on a fast track to the big leagues. He could really do it all.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. He comes home with it. On to first, double play.
Man, he needed that on the mound, and he did a great job of helping himself out. You don't see 1, 2, 3 double plays very often, and they can definitely go very wrong, but that was great. Still one more out to get out of the jam, but it just got a lot more doable.
There's a swing and a drive. That one is gone.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
That's out to center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do. Could be a chance here for them.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Dudley makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Now it's the DH, Camille Schroeder. Popped in the air, left field. Dudley makes the catch. And that's the third out. And we're back. Now at the plate, Vincent Dudley. Line drive. And a base hit.
The batter, number 9.
Just a very nice approach and swing. Right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's the right fielder, Nicholas Allen. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
First and second, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Camille Schroeder. Got him looking. And there's 2 away.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
The 0-2. Scored it out into left. Dunks one down. Base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. And now it's 13-5. Now it's the shortstop, Buddy Branch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. And he moves up. Up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. First and second, 2 down. And now the center fielder.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. His second home run of the game. It's 16-6. Look at him soaking it all in with his team. It's like a parade out there singing.
Yeah, and you can tell he's loving every second, Boog. This is the college baseball championship. Moments like this are what players dream about.
Yeah, pure joy, and I think I saw one of his teammates trying to do a cartwheel. And he's got a 2-run triple.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That pitch came off the bat really well in the center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. So digging in, Buddy Branch. Swing and a ball lined to center. And it looks like trouble. Coming home. 1 run in. Here comes another. 2 runs are in. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Saved at the plate. It's a 3-run inside the park home run. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Branch, the next to hit. Hard hit, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Coming home. Oh, he botches it. Throw is offline. This one's over. He puts the ball in play for a walk-off error. High-scoring ball game in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
With the first pick of the first round, the Baltimore Orioles select the 2-way player from the Central Region.
Okay, so there we have it, the first pick of this year's draft.
Back now on MLB Network for
What a milestone for this prospect. And here is the center fielder, number 8. And a special moment now as he steps up to the plate for the first time in his professional career.
Right here, no one better.
Wallops this one out towards right center.
Get up, get up, get up, get out.
And it one-hops the wall. 1 run comes in. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate, also in to score. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, Max Wagner. 1-2 offering. Bounced it, he breaks for third. Throw, they get the out. With nobody out, he was already in scoring position with the meat of the order at the plate. Tough to see an opportunity like that go away. We're in the bottom of the first. Now at the dish, Sammy Siani.
Siani.
This one is labeled. Hits the fence. He turns and heads for second. Chance at a 3-bagger. He's in there.
Hey, he beat it up.
Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to kick. Well struck, deep center field, way back there, it's gone. Made them pay for that one, and they add on. It's 5-3.
Leading off for Chesapeake, the center
Always helps to
fielder,
pad the
number
lead, and
8.
they did exactly that. A first-round pick in the recent MLB draft, so there's a lot of hope for what he will turn into at the MLB level. That's a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Now batting, third base.
Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Max Wagner.
No one better, need you right here.
This one's in the dirt. Smart to lay off that one. Most likely outcome would have been a double play ball. And now it's even up. Way high. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off-speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking him. Next up for the Bayhawks, Dylan Beavers. Soft contact in the air, pulls it in, 1 away. Takes it to the bag, but safe. Runners back in time. One out and runners at first and second. Here's the catcher, Creed Willems. Now a flare off the bat. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming around third. Comes in to score. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Nice job to drive in the run. Well, he didn't square it up, but managed to dunk it down into some open space for a knock. The pitcher shouldn't get too down. He made a good pitch, and sometimes you'll give up hits like that one. And there's a hit. Coming to the plate. 1 run comes across, and the throw's off line, safe at third. comes through with the RBI. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings.
Now
There are a lot of hits to be found out there. 0-2, and the delivery. Swing, soft line drive. Makes the catch for the second out. So 2 on and 2 out. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Beavers. On the ground to first. There with plenty of time, inning over. 1 run in the inning. That 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Embrace your wild side. A laser into the outfield. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around first, hustling for 2. Around second now, going for third. That's a leadoff triple. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw. Around first and digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Good hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close. The center fielder, number 8. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, number 8. The first overall pick in the recent MLB draft, so there's a lot of hope for what he will turn into at the MLB level. A frozen rope. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back to Altoona, top of the 4th inning. That one is absolutely pummeled.
Go, ball.
Out of here. That's gotta feel good. And they lead it. It's now 2-1.
Now batting, second baseman, Turnball.
Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. Hit hard on a line. And a base hit. Round second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they tie it up. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Not in time, he makes it safely for an inside-the-park home run. We're set for the top of the 6th inning. Digging in for the Bay Sox, the center fielder, number 8. That one ripped into right center. Should be trouble here. And now the tying run is into scoring position. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. 3-0 pitch. And ball 4. 2 aboard. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Now at the plate, Dylan Beavers. The left-handed batter waits. In the dirt. Runner heads for third. The throw, tag, he's out. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Jackson Glenn. Here comes the 3-1. That's a hit. Around second on his way to third. Coming to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. Safe, he beats it. Hey, that's a really big RBI as he snags himself 3 bases in the process. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Out number 2. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. So 2 down. Next up for the Bay Sox, number 8. liner right at him in center. So digging in,
Batting
Termarr
first,
Johnson.
the second baseman, Termarr Johnson.
And the pitch. Liner into center. Base hit. Lead runners around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. 2 outs and runners at first and second. The center fielder getting ready to hit. 2 hits yesterday. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. One hops off the wall. Might be trouble here. 1 run is in. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. He'll score 2. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Not much to nitpick about that swing. 106. The tag. They got him, and that'll do it. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today. And that one looks like it'll be trouble. Around first, hustling for 2. Now around second and digging for 3. The relay throw in there safely. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. Coming in as the pinch runner, Kervin Pichardo. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, number 8, 1 for 2. Now a fly ball to right center. It's pretty far back. And hauls it in. That's out number 2. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. We're in the top of the 8th, and now the center fielder, number 8. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Tagged out easily at second, and he'll be kicking himself. 1 away. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now the DH, Malcolm Nunez. Lifted in the air to right center. Going back pretty deep. Can't make the catch, and it falls into the gap. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run. That's a well-earned inside-the-park homer. He exploded. The center fielder, number 8. So 2 down. Digging in for the Bay Sox, number 8.
Hey, nice swing, nice.
And that one hit hard and back up the middle for a base hit. Next to hit, the second baseman, number 3. 1 out and the bases are empty. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, number 8. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one hammered.
Go, ball. Go,
Way
go,
deep.
Go, go.
That one's gone. That swing had the right launch angle to make a difference, and they're back
Now
within
batting,
shouting
number
distance
8.
now with momentum on their side.
Keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
Ripped into the outfield. And there's a hit. The throw in. Not in time. Runner safe. A run comes in on the play. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. Nobody out, runners at the corners. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, number 10. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. No action on the bases, 1-2 the count now.
Good. No one better up there. Here you go.
McGonigal. Off balance speed, there's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Bottom of the 7th, and now the DH, number 8. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. That one hops against the fence. Into second base, the tying run is on with a leadoff double. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. 2-2 pitch.
Runner, he's going.
It bounces and he's headed for third. Throw, they get the out. With nobody out, he was already in scoring position with the meat of the order at the plate. Tough to see an opportunity like that go away. Swinging a rocket. High, deep. This one's gonna go. Out of here. Ball game. Made them pay for that one. And the Bay Sox walk it off. The pitcher, number 8. Ready to go now. Now at the dish, Austin Murr. And we are underway. Comes up empty, strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it. So up next, Max Clark. Swings and misses. 0-1. When he's on the mound, hitters need to be prepared for that ball to dive on him. He's got a good sinker and changeup and relies on both of them. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one away. And now the right fielder, Daniel Cabrera. That one fouled off. Murr over at first with one down. Strike 2. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Pitch, runner breaking for second. There's a ball. Throw, safe. Not a huge arm behind home plate, so the base runner stood a good chance of getting that steal. Factor in the big lead, and that's how you get that swipe. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Stepping to the plate for Erie, Chris Myers. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Back up the oh, it gets the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though. And they come away with an out after a tricky... Bases are empty with 2 away. Next up for the Bay Sox, number 8. And there's a hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Today's action is brought to you by Hack and Slash Landscaping, offering Ultra Grass, the grass they don't want you to have.
Hey!
Top half of the second from Bowie.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. That clips the corner. Now, he clearly excelled at pitching in the amateur ranks, but the question is, will that prowess translate to the professional level? Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Stephen Scott. In the air, out towards right center. That's back. Makes the grab, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Kevin McGonigal. 2 hits in 5 at-bats yesterday. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. McGonigal bats left and throws right. Hitting in the 7-hole today, and he was a second-round pick in 2023. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1-1.
On the ground. And now a jump throw. Out! Nice play. So no. On to the next inning, and now Danny Soretti. Checked at the first pitch, looked to third, didn't go around. Here's the 1-0 offering.
Hey.
On the ground to third, Wagner. 1 out.
Got him.
Now it's the second baseman, How You Lee. Fouled off, he was late. 1 out and the base is empty. On the ground, right side, collects it. Now 2 out. We head back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Austin Murr. 1 for 1 so far, led off the game with a single.
Hey.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right field. And that is a foul ball. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to left, down the line.
I got it.
Makes the play. That is out number 3. It's the start of the 4th. Leading off, Max Clark. And that drops in for a strike. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. 2 straight pitches down in the zone to get ahead. Now he can attack the rest of this AB in a lot of ways. Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Daniel Cabrera. Struck out swinging in the first AB. Foul ball there. The Seawolves trailing by 2. Top half of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. To the right side. Picks it up. And 2 away now. Chris Myers getting ready to hit. Grounded out the first time up. Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they can get them to chase.
Ball.
Next pitch in for a strike. Struck out looking for the backwards K. And it's 3 up and 3 down. Welcome back. The Bay Sox at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. 1 gone.
The batter, the catcher.
Next up for the Seawolves, Stephen Scott. This lineup's doing the pitcher a favor swinging so early in there at bats. Might want to be a bit more patient, drive up that pitch count. This one is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Fights that one away, the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. That's a result of changing speeds and keeping the batter guessing. He was slowed down by the off-speed on the last pitch, so he was off-kilter when the low 90s heater came in. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get... Got him. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. On to the top half of inning number 6. Digging in for the Seawolves, Danny Soretti. That's in for a strike. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. Bounces it to the left side. Tosses to first. One out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Hao-Yu Lee. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Skies it to right field. Beavers.
I got it.
That's out number 2. Batting order turns over. Stepping to the plate for Erie, Austin Murr. 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 now. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Here it comes. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Two down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, and he goes down on strikes. And a nice frame on the mound.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th,
Number
and there's a new
73.
pitcher on the mound, Sean Gunther. Coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Dunks one into left. Around first and digging for second. Tries to wiggle out of the rundown now. And they tag the runner for the out. Max Clark now at the plate. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag alone, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. So digging in, Daniel Cabrera. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. Now here's the 0-2. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Ooh, he missed a chance to do damage there. Set down on strikes. 2 away now to start the 7th. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Chris Myers. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing.
1-1-1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that'll do it. Still, we're in the top of the 8th. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Jake Holton. A lot of hittable pitches being taken right now. He's not exactly an ace, so you'd expect the hitters to be a bit more aggressive on mistake pitches.
2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Now at the plate, Steven Scott.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Popped up.
Got it.
Pulls it down, 2 gone now. Next up for the Seawolves, Kevin McGonigal. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. 2 down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top of the 8th. Grounder up the middle. And that ends the inning. They go down 1, 2, 3. On to the bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the Bay Sox, the designated hitter, number 8. Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. That one is gone. A solo shot, his second of the night. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0. It's never a bad thing adding some insurance runs, and that home run helped them do just that. Soretti, in the box again, takes a strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Great job so far on the mound, and I think curveballs like that one are a big part of the reason why. Fights it off, we'll see another. Struck out looking for the backwards K. And the leadoff batter set down here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. Digging in for the Seawolves, how you lead?
0-1's the count.
Struck the batter out without a swing. Only 1 out remaining. So it's their last chance of the ball game. And that drops in for a strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Clearly he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That'll end the evening's action. The Bay Sox get a shutout on the mound.